Taking up the number 12 position, this topic speaks to a specific childhood emotion. How do you manage a toddler's feelings of disappointment?
You're probably wondering what I'm doing with the breakfast foods on the table. Well, it's to help teach a principle about disappointment. Not too long ago, a dad provided a scenario involving his daughter. His daughter's name is Gracie, and she was nearly 2 years old. Apparently, Gracie would wake from her nap around 4 p.m., and then she would go into Dad's office. He worked at home, and she would take his hand and lead him to the kitchen, where she would point up to the crackers. Dell, the dad in our story, would offer 2 or 3 crackers to Gracie. Then when she wanted more, Dad would usually say, "No, that's enough, Gracie." And that's when Gracie had a predictable meltdown. Now, what does Dad do in this case? He doesn't want to spoil her dinner with snacks, nor does he want to go through a meltdown every day, nor does he want to disappoint his daughter. Okay, let's work through this from an adult perspective. Let's say one morning I tell Anne-Marie that I'm going downstairs to prepare breakfast for both of us. And then I invite Anne-Marie to sit down at the kitchen table, and I have a couple of bowls out and cereal and some cold milk. Now, she's not going to be disappointed in my menu of cold cereal because she had no expectations of what I was going to serve. But what if I said, "Hey, hon, I'm going downstairs and I'm going to make you the best breakfast you ever had with all of your favorite breakfast foods." And then she comes into the kitchen and she stares at the 2 bowls and the cereal and the cold milk. I can tell you this, she's probably going to experience some disappointment with my selection of food, and that's because I created an expectation that was far greater than a bowl of cold cereal. The point is this: disappointment is always linked to expectations. And the same thing is true with our children. Well, let's go back to little Gracie. Gracie had expectations, and her expectations led to disappointment because she was counting on something. In her little mind, she planned the menu, and she was expecting to control the number of crackers at snack time. So when Dad said no to the extra crackers, disappointment was a natural reaction. So what is the solution to this? Well, dads and moms need to learn how to manage their child's expectations. So what would this look like? Well, instead of Gracie pulling Dad to the kitchen for a 4 p.m. snack, Dad should begin initiating the snack time with Gracie and not wait for her to come to him. Dad should be taking Gracie to the kitchen. In this way, he is actually managing her snack expectation by removing it from her. In fact, when Dell became proactive with this solution, Gracie's meltdowns ceased immediately. But the fun snack time with Dad, well, they continued as normal. I want you to think it through. Instead of expectation, you actually end up with appreciation. We all tend to appreciate favors when we have no expectation. Whenever you see a meltdown with your toddler, look to see if the child has an unrealistic expectation, or if your little person has an expectation that you could take over and manage on his or her behalf. Listen, once you grasp this principle of managing your child's expectations, it will become a handy tool for the next several years of your parenting.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to see more, and check out the growingfamilies.life website to find more resources and to get connected.